Hello there guys, it's K's Bricks and Bits here today. Today we are looking at the latest set in my collection. This is Lego set 71837, I think I remember. This is the Ninjago City Workshop. It is currently on sale, I believe, for about just under £200. That's on the Smith's website. This contains 11 figures, one buildable figure, a Mac, 3,400 odd pieces, give or take, 3 sticker sheets, and 2 booklets with 27 bags. So today we are going to take a detailed look into this magnificent structure. So let's start from the bottom. Down here in this bottom left area, this is like a mech storage compartment area. So we have Ruby down here, one of the 11 figures included. There's this that you can turn and it will open that garage door, as you can see there. That's a pretty cool feature. If we go round back to here, this wall is detachable and you can see the interior there. That's just the interior of that. This is going to be the first set of 3 which I'm getting for a new Ninjago City display that I'm working on. So here we have some parts that go with the mech. So basically around the city you can find different parts that like clip onto the mech. So as you can see here, I have some parts already on it. So just above the little storage area here, we have Zane's apartment. I don't know why he's trying to cut his hair, it's made of metal. But it's a funny little detail. And they all just kind of slide inside, whereas the Marvel modulars all like separate with like windows and floors that you can take off, like so. But this one has more of like areas that you can pull out of it. All of the Ninjago City modulars do. Then above that we have Dorama's Magic Shop. We have one of those like old like music things. A open drawer there, which I kind of like. Inside we have like a magic like curtain thing that they would use at a show. Up here we have Dorama's doll, just hanging off the side here. And now let's check over on the right side of the building area. So here we have a crane. This was pretty tricky to build, but it has a couple features. This could move the anchor up and down. This one can move where the crane is, which I actually really like. Just under it we have another figure. This is Twitchy Tim from the Island episode special. Here we have like another storage for like mech parts, but they've all been taken out. There is this knob that you can turn, which if you turn does pull that anchor up, and I have a bit of the like mech parts on it. And then this one here moves the crane back and forth, but not the crane one, the other one, which I like that. I think that's well done. Up here we have a staircase, and then another building. This is a toy shop with what seems to be like a robot, some like supplies, and just like the others, it slides straight into the wall. And then this last little bit on this building area, you can't really see, so I'll take it out. We have a sushi shop, which is a nice little build. are some figures, of course, down here, including Pixel and this photographer. And then there's one of kind of the main parts of the set, which is this mech. Which if you turn this, it will move the base forwards or backwards. If we take a look at the mech, it is detachable. Oops, it is detachable from the base. I added some of that, like the armor on already, and this looks so cool. And obviously, it's customizable with how much like additions you want onto it. I have it so it's like all being like currently built. That's why this is being lowered. And also this on the end of the crane. There are some cool little railing designs that go up, including a surfboard, some signs around the place. Take a look at the back. There's also some really cool roof designs using chairs here. Minifigure chairs. And here we have a octane canister as well. Dr. Leroux is just on this like little balcony overpass area. Now let's take a look outside Zane's apartment. So here has some railings, a flower, and then there's the door into Zane's apartment. If I move the back off here so we can get a better look, you can see some like pants that are hanging there, which I think looks pretty cool with how they made that with the grill. They've used a lot of cool techniques in this set, including this. That was pretty fun to build. This is actually just a door with a sticker on it. This actually didn't take me too long to build. It took me like just under 10 hours to make yesterday and this morning. The water looks really nice. In some lights it looks really shiny. Obviously this does connect with the Ninjago City markets, which I will hopefully be getting soon if you want a review of that. I'm getting the gardens, the markets and this onto a shelf to make a Ninjago City. I don't want the ones that are based off of the movie from 2017 and 2018, I believe. So now let's just have a look at all the figures off the build. Now, I actually miscounted earlier. There is 10 figures. I have shown you some of them on the set. So now let's take a look at each one individually. So the first figure we have here is Harumi. She's that hood piece in green. A pretty cool hairpiece with like needles through the hair. I don't know what to call them. A pretty nice torso print there. Plain green legs, which is accurate. It would have been nice to get maybe some printing. And then a double-sided head. She looks pretty good. Next up we have in this set is Pixel. She uses one of her Samurai X suit designs. One of the white ones, and this one looks pretty cool. Again, she has a double-sided head, one showing like a mask design, and then one showing like casual. It uses this like fairly common shoulder pad piece and comes with two golden swords. Of course, it has leg printing, which is always good to have. The next figure we have this sushi chef. It's very sorry. It's very simple, using a reused head from Chase McCain from Lego City. A torso that is used a lot, and just some dark tan legs there. And then just this black short afro hair. Put him over there. Next figure is this sort of photographer. I can't remember the species of this character, but he has a cool mohawk, so that's great. Of course, he comes with a camera I believe he is a tourist. So obviously he's taking pictures of the city. Quick backprint, backprint on the head as well, so they couldn't have a second head print since he has the half of the back of his head showing. Next up we have Twitchy Tim. He is very accurate to his show counterpart. Comes with a hammer, some like sand green legs, explorer's vest, and beard there. Same hairpiece from Joker from 2017. Guy, he's funny. Next is Dr. Laurel from a new character from Dragon's Rising, one of the Imperium characters. She has this little tablet piece with a sticker on it. Plain legs, which isn't the best, and then a second head print. I also believe Twitchy has a second head print. Yeah, he has a scared one, and then does the sushi chef have one? No, just one side. Next up is Zane. It's nice to get a like shirtless Zane design. This is obviously based off using the spectral, not the spectral suit. It's a suit from Dragon's Rising Season 3 Part 2. Or what? Part 2, isn't it? Yeah, one of those new suits. I'm not a fan of that suit line. I think they're a bit too overcomplicated and like robot-like. But it works for Zane. And he also has that just really cool like, smile there. Pretty cool figure. Next up is just this random civilian. Pretty good head print, two sides. I believe this is a new helmet slash new hair hat mold. Just those like simple jeans, and then this like vest, like this jacket or vest. Oh my god! You over that. Anyway, next is Dorama. He is, of course, another new character from Dragon's Rising. He uses the same head print as one of the Elemental Masters from the Legacy Tournament of Elements figures. He uses this pretty cool cane design build thing. I like him, he's pretty cool. And then last but certainly not least, we have this construction worker. I believe these are some new printed legs. This torso has probably been somewhere, and this hair and hat mold, and then this head mold is probably some piece, or is probably somewhere else. I do believe the control panel is now different to the old one. I believe the old one was printed on. Hey, there's a wasp there. On the dark grey, and also this printing looks more like standout. So those are all the figures. Now let's take a look at some of the side builds. Of course, I already shown you guys the mech, so there's no point doing that again. But there are two other little side builds. We have Dorama's doll, which is smaller than I thought it would be, but it still looks pretty cool. And then this little toy robot, well, not little, it's pretty big compared to for like a toy robot, from the toy shop. These are the main two separate builds. Of course, there's the crane, but that's connected to the to the building. This does have good articulation with the head that can turn and bend. Same with the arms; they can rotate, turn, bend, and rotate and turn and bend. And same with the robot; those can rotate, turn, and bend. Still, except for these legs, the feet just kind of move from side to side. That's kind of a bummer, really. So now let's take another look at the full set. In conclusion, this is probably one of my favourite Ninjago sets I've ever got. Probably one of in my top 5 Lego sets I've got. I can't wait to get the other two. I think they'll be a great addition to the collection. Because there are some good sticker elements and 3 sticker sheets. quite a lot. If you want a good build, fun build, tricky build in some areas, especially with that garage door, and you're a fan of Ninjago or just an amateur fan, or you just like the design of the set, I'd definitely pick it up if I was you. I'm pretty sure it released like 2 years ago when Dragon's Rising Season 3 Part 2 was out. So it's an amazing set. I love it, and it's a good build overall. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. If you want to watch any of my videos, look down in my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed.